Chosen one, if you have found your way to this message, know this truth first and foremost: nothing about this moment is accidental. You were not scrolling randomly. You were not simply passing time. This message reached you because your soul is ready to remember who it truly is. Somewhere deep within you, something has already begun to shift. You may not have words for it yet, but you can feel it: a quiet awareness, a strange calm, a subtle sense that life is no longer operating on the same frequency it once did. That feeling is real. It is the signal of awakening. Recently, you may have noticed that the world feels different. Things that once mattered no longer hold the same weight. Conversations feel hollow, routines feel restrictive, and environments that once comforted you now feel heavy. At the same time, silence feels richer. Stillness feels meaningful. You may feel drawn inward, questioning your path, your purpose, and even your identity. This is not confusion. This is alignment. The universe does not disturb the unready. It only activates those who have reached a threshold of spiritual maturity. The universe has just upgraded your soul. A soul upgrade is not loud or dramatic. It does not arrive with applause or external validation. Instead, it unfolds quietly, restructuring you from the inside out. It dissolves what no longer matches your frequency and calls forth a higher version of yourself that has always existed beneath the surface. This is why you may feel both lost and found at the same time. One part of you is falling away, while another is awakening. Understand this: you are not falling apart. You are falling into alignment. The chosen ones across the world are awakening simultaneously, each in their own silent way. And you are one of them. You were never meant to fit into systems that suppress truth or dim your light. You were never meant to live on autopilot, disconnected from your inner knowing. Your soul carries wisdom forged through pain, patience shaped by loss, and clarity born from endurance. Every challenge you survived was not random, it was preparation. Right now, the universe is realigning you to a higher vibration, one that resonates with truth, purpose, and divine timing. This is why your old patterns feel uncomfortable. This is why certain people may be drifting away. This is why your inner voice feels louder than the noise of the world. The universe is clearing space so you can rise. As you continue listening, allow yourself to be present. Let your mind soften and your spirit open. What you are about to hear is not meant to scare you or elevate you above others. It is meant to remind you, to ground you, to help you understand what is happening within your soul right now and why this transformation is unfolding at this exact moment in your life. Stay with this message. Not because you need to believe it, but because, on some level, your soul already does. Chosen one, when the universe upgrades your soul, it does not announce itself with a clear sign or a single dramatic moment. Instead, it shifts your inner world so subtly that at first you may question what is happening. But once you become aware of it, the changes are undeniable. One of the first and most powerful signs of a soul upgrade is detachment. You begin to separate naturally from what once defined you: old habits, old desires, old environments, and even old versions of yourself. You may notice that certain people no longer resonate with you. Conversations that once felt normal now feel draining or empty. This is not because you have become cold or distant. It is because your soul has learned discernment. You can feel when energy no longer aligns, and your spirit quietly withdraws without anger or judgment. Detachment is not loss. It is clarity. It is your soul recognizing what no longer serves its evolution. Another clear sign is a growing desire for solitude. You may find yourself craving silence, choosing time alone without feeling lonely. The noise of the world becomes overwhelming, while stillness feels sacred. This solitude is not punishment or isolation, it is preparation. The universe removes distractions when it wants you to listen. In these quiet moments, your intuition strengthens, and insights begin to surface without effort. Your inner voice becomes clearer because external noise no longer drowns it out. Your emotional landscape may also shift dramatically. You might experience waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere, sudden tears, deep compassion, unexplained joy, or moments of heaviness. These emotions are not weakness. They are releases. When a soul is upgraded, old emotional imprints, karmic residue, and unresolved energies rise to the surface to be cleared. What feels intense is actually purification. The universe is pressing delete on outdated emotional programs. Your dreams may begin to change as well. They can become vivid, symbolic, or unusually real. You may dream of flying, falling, light, unfamiliar places, or people who feel deeply familiar despite never meeting them in waking life. These dreams are messages from your higher self, communicating through energy and symbol. They are not random. They are guidance delivered through the subconscious when the mind is quiet. You may also start noticing synchronicities everywhere. Repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, and perfectly timed encounters appear with increasing frequency. These are confirmations. The universe speaks in patterns, and your upgraded soul is now tuned to notice them. What once went unseen now stands out as gentle reminders that you are aligned with divine timing. Perhaps one of the most profound signs is the strengthening of your intuition. You begin to just know things without logic or explanation. You sense intentions, feel energy in rooms, and trust inner nudges more than external opinions. This inner compass sharpens because the universe trusts you with deeper awareness. Your soul has proven it can handle truth. If you recognize yourself in these signs, understand this clearly: you are not imagining it. You are not breaking down. You are waking up. Your soul has been upgraded, and these shifts are the natural language of transformation. Chosen one, the timing of your soul upgrade is not random, and it is not based on luck, chance, or favoritism. The universe does nothing without purpose. If your soul is being upgraded now, it is because you have reached a vibrational threshold, a point of readiness that could only be achieved through everything you have lived, endured, and survived. This moment was earned, not given. Look back at your life honestly. You have walked through seasons that tested your strength in silence. You have faced loss, disappointment, betrayal, or confusion that reshaped the way you see the world. There were times when nothing made sense, when prayers felt unanswered, and when progress seemed delayed. But those moments were not empty. They were refining you. Pain became wisdom. Stillness became awareness. Struggle became spiritual maturity. The universe upgrades souls only when experience has forged depth. The universe does not upgrade a soul when it is comfortable. Comfort keeps energy stagnant. Growth requires pressure. This is why, before your upgrade, you likely noticed your old life beginning to fall apart. Relationships may have drifted. Goals that once inspired you may have lost meaning. Paths you thought were right suddenly felt wrong. This was not failure. It was divine pruning. The universe had to remove what was temporary so that what is eternal could emerge. You were chosen now because you did not collapse when life challenged you. Even when you felt exhausted, you kept moving forward. Even when you doubted, you continued searching for truth. Even when you felt alone, something within you refused to give up. That resilience sent a signal to the universe. It showed that your soul was strong enough to hold a higher frequency without being consumed by it. This upgrade was written into your soul's contract long before this lifetime began. Every hardship you faced was a calibration point. Every disappointment weakened the grip of the ego. Every unanswered question pushed you inward instead of outward. The universe waited patiently for the moment when your higher self could lead without resistance. That moment has arrived. There is also a greater collective reason for your upgrade. The world is undergoing a massive energetic shift. Old systems built on fear, illusion, and control are destabilizing. As this happens, higher frequencies must rise to bring balance. The universe upgrades chosen souls during these periods because their energy is needed. You are not here by accident during this time. Your presence alone carries stabilizing light. You may have felt an unexplained urgency lately, as if something important is approaching. This is not anxiety. It is awareness. Your soul can sense the larger movement of consciousness unfolding around you. The universe chose you now because you are prepared to stand as a quiet anchor, not through titles or recognition, but through presence, wisdom, and frequency. Understand this deeply: the universe did not choose you because you are perfect. It chose you because you were willing. Willing to question, willing to grow, willing to feel, and willing to awaken. And that willingness is exactly why your soul is being upgraded now. Chosen one, when the universe upgrades your soul, it is not a gentle cosmetic change. It is a deep, sacred reconstruction that reaches into every layer of your being. This process can feel intense, confusing, and even overwhelming at times, because you are not simply evolving, you are being recalibrated at an energetic level. The upgrade happens simultaneously in your body, your emotions, your mind, and your spirit. The first thing that occurs during a soul upgrade is energetic recalibration. Your vibration begins to rise, and as it does, your energy field accelerates. This shift can create physical sensations that feel unfamiliar. You may experience sudden fatigue, pressure in the head, warmth in the chest or crown, tingling in the hands, or waves of energy moving through your body. Your sleep patterns may change, your appetite may fluctuate, and your body may ask for more rest. These are not signs of imbalance. They are signs of adaptation. Your physical vessel is learning how to hold more light. Emotionally, a soul upgrade triggers a purge. Old emotions, memories, and wounds that you thought were resolved may resurface unexpectedly. This does not mean you are better than them. It means your energy is changing. The universe naturally creates space between frequencies that no longer match. Some connections fade quietly, others end abruptly. These separations are not failures. They are realignments, making room for connections that resonate with who you are becoming. Time itself may start to feel different. Days can pass quickly, or moments can feel stretched and timeless. This happens because your consciousness is expanding beyond linear perception. You are being drawn into the present moment, where divine flow exists. This shift can feel unsettling at first, but it is actually freedom from constant urgency and pressure. Spiritually, your intuition deepens. Guidance comes through dreams, inner knowing, and subtle signs. You may feel more connected to something greater than yourself, even if you cannot explain it logically. That connection is your higher self becoming louder as the noise of the old self fades. Everything happening during a soul upgrade serves one purpose: alignment. Nothing is being taken from you without reason. Everything that is shifting is preparing you to embody a higher version of yourself, one that is more conscious, more present, and more aligned with divine truth. Chosen one, once your soul has been upgraded, the journey does not end, it transforms. The universe has elevated your frequency, but integrating and stabilizing that energy is now your sacred responsibility. A higher vibration carries greater creative power, deeper awareness, and stronger sensitivity. Without intention, this energy can feel overwhelming. With alignment, it becomes grounded, peaceful, and transformative. The first key to embracing your new frequency is grounding. Grounding does not lower your vibration, it stabilizes it. Your soul may be operating at a higher level, but your body remains the vessel through which that energy flows. Spend time in nature. Walk slowly. Breathe deeply. Sit in stillness without distraction. The Earth's frequency helps anchor divine energy into form, allowing you to move through life with calm clarity instead of emotional intensity. When you ground regularly, your power becomes steady rather than scattered. Solitude also becomes essential during this phase. You may notice that your new frequency does not harmonize with every environment or social dynamic you once enjoyed. This is not something to fear. Solitude is not emptiness, it is nourishment. In silence, your intuition sharpens. In stillness, your inner guidance becomes unmistakable. You are no longer meant to chase validation or approval. Your energy now attracts what aligns naturally, without effort or force. With an upgraded soul, your thoughts and words become more potent. What you focus on expands faster than before. This means mental discipline is no longer optional. Become aware of your inner dialogue. Replace fear-based language with conscious intention. Where you once said, "I am lost," begin saying, "I am evolving." Words are not just expressions, they are energetic instructions. Your vibration now has the power to bring them into form quickly. Your environment also plays a critical role in stabilizing your frequency. Energy is contagious, and your upgraded soul is highly sensitive to what surrounds it. Keep your space clean, open, and intentional. Remove clutter. Let in fresh air and light. Choose music, images, and information that uplift rather than drain. Everything you consume, visually, mentally, and emotionally, either supports your frequency or disrupts it. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining alignment. Gratitude locks you into divine flow. It shifts your awareness from lack to abundance, from resistance to trust. Give thanks not only when things go well, but also when challenges arise. In this new state, every experience carries purpose. Gratitude keeps your energy open, receptive, and magnetically aligned with higher outcomes. As your frequency rises, boundaries become essential. Not everyone will understand your transformation. Some will feel drawn to your peace, while others may feel uncomfortable around it. Learn to say no without guilt. Detach without anger. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it is stewardship. You are now responsible for the quality of vibration you hold and project. Embracing your new frequency means accepting that you are different. You cannot return to old patterns without discomfort. And that is a sign of growth. Trust this unfamiliar terrain. This is where your new reality begins to take shape. Chosen one, every soul upgrade is followed by a series of tests. These tests are not punishments, nor are they signs that something has gone wrong. They are confirmations. The universe tests what it has elevated to ensure that the new frequency is stable, embodied, and lived, not just felt. When your vibration rises, life rearranges itself to reflect that change, and whatever is not aligned is brought to the surface. One of the first tests often appears as isolation. You may feel suddenly disconnected from people, routines, or opportunities that once kept you busy. The world grows quiet. Invitations slow. Conversations fade. This silence can feel uncomfortable, even unsettling, if you try to fill it with distraction. But this is a sacred pause. The universe is observing how you handle stillness. Will you rush back to the familiar out of fear, or will you trust that this quiet space is allowing your new frequency to settle? Next come emotional tests. Old triggers may resurface. Situations that once wounded you may reappear in different forms. This does not mean you are regressing. It means the universe is offering you a mirror. These moments are designed to show you how much you have grown. If you respond with awareness instead of reaction, peace instead of panic, you integrate the upgrade at a deeper level. Mastery is revealed not when life is easy, but when challenges no longer control you. Another powerful test is patience. The universe may delay manifestations you are expecting. Progress may feel slower than anticipated. This is intentional. When you can remain calm and grounded without external confirmation, your frequency becomes unshakable. Loss can also appear as a test. People, roles, or attachments may fall away suddenly, leaving you questioning why. But understand this truth: anything that leaves after a soul upgrade was never meant to accompany you to the next level. The universe removes what cannot survive at your new frequency. Holding on would only weigh you down. Letting go with grace is one of the most difficult yet essential lessons of expansion. There is also the test of humility. As your awareness deepens and your energy strengthens, the ego may attempt to reclaim control. It may whisper thoughts of superiority or self-importance. The universe quickly counters this by reminding you that this upgrade is not a badge of status, but a call to service. True power is quiet. True wisdom does not need to announce itself. Finally, there is the test of love. You may encounter people who challenge your patience, misunderstand you, or provoke old wounds. These encounters are not random. They are opportunities to practice compassion without attachment, forgiveness without expectation, and love without condition. This is the highest form of mastery. When these tests arise, do not fear them. They are proof that the universe trusts you. You are not being broken. You are being proven. And each test you pass anchors your upgraded soul more firmly into peace, clarity, and divine alignment. Chosen one, when the universe upgrades your soul, it is not merely offering you peace, clarity, or inner power. It is entrusting you with responsibility. This upgrade is not designed for comfort alone, it is a call to conscious living. Your energy now carries influence beyond what you can see. Your presence, your choices, and even your silence ripple outward, affecting others in ways you may never fully realize. The first responsibility of a chosen one after a soul upgrade is to live in truth. Not a filtered truth, not a convenient truth, but a grounded, authentic expression of who you are becoming. You will find that you can no longer tolerate pretending, shrinking, or wearing masks to keep others comfortable. Your soul will resist dishonesty, even subtle forms of it. Living in truth may require courage, because it may place you apart from the crowd. But every time you choose authenticity, you anchor light into the collective consciousness. With higher awareness comes the responsibility of integrity. Your thoughts, intentions, and actions now carry amplified energetic weight. What you do matters more than before, not because you are being judged, but because you are more powerful. Power without integrity fractures the soul, but power guided by integrity heals and stabilizes. You are called to align your inner values with your outer behavior, even when no one is watching. This coherence is what allows divine energy to flow through you cleanly. Another sacred duty is the protection of your vibration. Your upgraded frequency is both magnetic and sensitive. Not everyone who is drawn to your light is meant to stay in your space. Discernment becomes essential. You must learn when to open your heart and when to guard it. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it is stewardship. You are a vessel, and a vessel must be cared for if it is to carry divine current without distortion. Service is also woven into your responsibility. This does not mean you must preach, teach, or take on a visible role. Service can be quiet. It can be embodied. When you choose peace in conflict, you serve. When you forgive instead of retaliate, you serve. When you live with compassion, presence, and humility, you serve. Your upgraded soul naturally influences others, not through force, but through frequency. People feel your calm before they hear your words. Humility must walk alongside your awakening. Being chosen does not mean being superior. It means being willing. Willing to grow, to learn, to fall, and to rise again with awareness. The universe did not choose you because you were flawless, but because your heart remained open. True spiritual maturity expresses itself as quiet confidence, gentle wisdom, and deep gratitude. Finally, your responsibility is to keep evolving. Awakening is not a final destination. It is an ongoing relationship with truth. Stay curious. Stay receptive. Stay grounded in learning. You are both the student and the messenger, the healer and the one still healing. The universe will continue to refine you as long as you remain open. Chosen one, your light is no longer just for you. It belongs to the world. Carry it with care, integrity, humility, and love. Chosen one, the universe has just upgraded your soul, and from this moment forward, nothing in your life will unfold the same way again. You have been awakened, realigned, and quietly reborn into a truer expression of who you have always been beneath the layers of fear, conditioning, and survival. This transformation did not happen overnight, and it did not happen by chance. The lessons have been integrated, the weight has been released, and the illusions have fallen away. What remains is clarity, not loud or forceful, but steady and deeply rooted. You now carry wisdom that cannot be taught, only lived. And with that wisdom comes peace that does not depend on circumstances. This soul upgrade is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a higher one. The universe has entrusted you with expanded awareness because the world needs grounded light now more than ever. You are part of a greater collective awakening, a wave of souls remembering their divine nature in a time of uncertainty and change. Your role is not to convince or convert, but to embody. Your energy speaks before your words ever could. From this point forward, your life becomes an offering. Every step you take in alignment sends a silent signal to the collective. When you choose truth over comfort, you help dissolve illusion. When you choose compassion over reaction, you stabilize the energy around you. When you walk in peace, you become a refuge for others who have forgotten their own light. This is the quiet power of an upgraded soul. You may not always feel confident. You may still have moments of doubt or fatigue. That does not mean the upgrade has faded. It means you are human, learning how to carry something sacred in a physical world. Be gentle with yourself. Rest when needed. Return to stillness when the noise grows loud. Your alignment is not lost in moments of uncertainty, it is strengthened by your willingness to return to truth. Remember, you do not need to explain your transformation to anyone. The caterpillar does not justify becoming a butterfly. You are not here to prove your awakening. You are here to live it. Let your presence speak. Let your choices reflect your evolution. Let your peace become your signature. Chosen one, if this message has resonated with your spirit, that is your confirmation. You were meant to hear this now. The universe does not arrive early or late. It arrives precisely when the soul is ready to receive. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust yourself. You are the light you once searched for. You are aligned. You are prepared. And the universe itself now moves through you. Chosen one, the universe has just upgraded your soul, and this truth will continue to reveal itself to you long after these words end. What has happened within you is irreversible, because awakening is not something you undo, it is something you integrate. You have crossed a threshold where awareness replaces fear, where intuition guides choice, and where truth becomes more important than comfort. This is not an ending. It is an initiation into a higher way of being. Everything you have lived through now makes sense at a deeper level. The loneliness that shaped your independence, the losses that softened your heart, the delays that strengthened your patience, none of it was wasted. Each experience refined your energy and prepared your spirit to hold this higher frequency. Stand firm in who you are becoming. Your soul remembers the way.